Good morning, it's Suze with your daily intention. Wow, I've been talking to people and they're just like back and forth and really like two minds, and they're telling me 1 minute I'm fine and then the next minute I'm flopping. 1 minute I'm solid and the next minute I'm slipping. They're just kind of confused about how they can't just like stay in one spot. And so today's intention is going to be about clear. Clear. Wouldn't that be nice to be clear? Well, before we get there, I'm just wondering how you got in terms of secure. Where did you find yourself with secure yesterday? Did it show up for you? It certainly showed up for me. It was really interesting. We had phone calls that resulted in more security. We had interactions that were secure. Phil replanted some tiny little plants, and when I looked at them today, I went, oh, they feel secure in this bigger space, and this like more place to grow. We're getting kind of confined in their little pots. Yeah, maybe that's how you're feeling, a little bit confined, but that's okay. You can focus your mind and create whatever it is that you desire. And so today we're moving from being two-minded, going back and forth to being clear. One of the exercises that I love to teach in the Flip Your Switch course is what I call window and wall. And so when you're of two minds, you're kind of trying to look at the wall and look at the window, look at the wall and look at the window. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. So we can bang our head against that wall, or we can look out the window. We're the one that gets to choose, and the one that helps me be clear is looking out the window. So where could you give yourself permission today to get clarity? It might just even be, clarity on your desk. It might be clarity on the bathroom counter. It doesn't have to be that mindset clarity, but when you create clarity and clearness around you, then your mind can be clear and it's not jumping as much. The other thing that I found super helpful, you might think this is kind of goofy, but when this first began and I was having some challenge with my mind going back and forth, I grabbed the channel changer from the television and I put it beside me at my desk where I was working. And whenever my mind would do that switch, I would just pick up the channel changer and say, no, we're watching this channel. So it's as simple as like dialing in on the radio, push the button on the radio. If you got into your car and somebody else had borrowed your car and it was on a different station, you would just hit the button. You wouldn't wonder why is it on the other station. You would just do that. So no need to wonder why you're of two minds. Just focus about creating the clarity that you want. So I choose to be clear. I know what that two-mindedness is like. It's exhausting and it's not me. I choose to be clear. I'm free to get clear today by making a list of the groceries that we need. I can be clear about that. That's easy. Yeah. So the intention of the day is choosing a feeling that you want and then creating it in as easy a way as you possibly can. So what else could I be clear today? Oh, I'm free to be clear when I go to the freezer and decide what we're having for dinner. I could be clear there. Before I go to the freezer, I could be of two minds, wondering if we should have this or this. But I know that when I go to the freezer, I will be clear. I got this. I can do this. I will be clear today when I take a look at the finances for the last month and see where we are and where we're going. I like getting clear about that. I know what it feels like to be clear. I know what it feels like to have that focus and be clear. It feels like me. And it happened when? When did it happen for you? When did you get clear about something? Yeah. You see, when you're of two minds, it means you just can't quite place yourself in it. So another thing that I find super helpful is really focusing on who I am. What are my attributes? And then I ask myself, what would a person with those attributes choose here? What would be clear for them? Okay, because that's who I really am. when I look at those attributes. So you may want to do that for yourself. If you've studied with us, you've got that emotional charge card. Use that to help you get clear. And if you haven't studied with us, I'm inviting you to really investigate this. It's a super support for you. And this is a wonderful time to be creating new habits, like creating a daily intention. I'm Suze Casey. We'll be back here tomorrow with another daily intention. Thanks for joining us. Bye for now.